members of the chamber and Shada. Actually, I am caught off guard because after giving such a short statement, passed on to the screen, and then now he wants me to speak. To put it shortly, my card says that I am the State Minister for Expatriate Welfare and Overseas Employment. So look at it this way, that I have come to you for employment because I am overseas employment. I am looking for employment. Today we are here. Actually, my first visit to Sarawak. And to be very honest, I am very much impressed. I had a different viewpoint about Sarawak, but after having come here, I've got a completely different viewpoint now. A much better, much more wider viewpoint as from the moment I landed here. I am here basically to look for a cooperative or a cooperation situation between Sarawak and Bangladesh. As you all know, that Bangladesh and the peninsular Malaysia, we have had a long relationship of our workforce coming and working in Malaysia, taking part in the development of Malaysia. And I think we haven't done too bad a job, and we are not bad workers. What I would like to propose over here, that Sarawak is also going up. And without a good workforce, you cannot go up. So I'm here basically because I think this situation would make it a win-win situation for both Sarawak and Bangladesh, is that you consider recruiting manpower from Bangladesh. I'm being very blunt and very direct because I can go round and round and say the same thing, and I can say it straight and it comes out more clear. What Bangladesh labor force, or what we call the white collar workers that we had, once upon a time it was the very bottom unskilled labor. Today the situation in Bangladesh is completely different. I was just watching your report on the screen, and I see that you've got things like shipbuilding, you've got Sheda is here, so a lot of Sheda people are doing definitely a lot of real estate and construction jobs. Our people are now very well trained. Even in shipbuilding, if there is a requirement for people to work in the shipbuilding yards, Bangladesh can now give it, because we have properly trained people who would be available. The plantation industry, that's an old industry over here. We were talking to your Honorable Governor this morning, and agriculture came up as a discussion. And And in the agriculture discussion, when talking, the idea of plantation, of course, was there. And I suggested that it doesn't have to be palm oil plantation. You can have a mango plantation. It is the same thing. And mangoes are such a fruit, this is just one example I'm giving. Mangoes is such a fruit that we can help in set up your, let's say, a mango plantation. We have the educated people and we also have the workforce. We can think about something like that, a cooperation in that way. In Bangladesh, there are many opportunities of investment. If I say that you take my labor, I may not necessarily be doing complete justice if I don't say that maybe you should come to Bangladesh and invest over there. I was a bit surprised in Kuala Lumpur when a friend of mine, one of the business people I met, he says that he's got a chicken farm. He has chicken and eggs coming out from there. They have their own rules and they can do what they want to do. It is completely up to them. And that is what gave me a lot of confidence that maybe you can take laborers from Bangladesh. As the Human Resource Minister in Bangladesh, or the expatriate overseas employment minister, I know of quite a few people who have come in with requests for bringing laborers over here. We were in this confusion about Kuala Lumpur and Sarawak, which is natural. Now the thing is clear. Now, of course, the ball is in the court of Sarawak. So, I would request, I would suggest, and I will only give you this much of my assurance that you will not regret bringing laborers from Bangladesh. Gentlemen, thank you very much.
It's necessary to join letter.
Thank you, the Honorable Mr. Minister. Our Kachin Chinese General Chamber of Commerce and Industry has a memento to be given to the Honorable Minister, Mr. Imran Ahmed. We would like to invite our Secretary General, Mr. Jonathan Chai, our Vice Presidents, Dr. Christopher Hui, Mr. Koh Eng Mong, and Dato Sri Chai Tem Boon to come.